Street Fighter 6.
Yo, what's up?
Fighting round. Online. Ranked match. Online. A new warrior has entered the ring.
Poison's on the menu.
Round 1. Fight.
Bad move, bad move.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh boy.
Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight. Pathetic! Totally pathetic!
My goodness. Never seen that one. Terrible.
Akuma win.
That was a really bad move for me, you know? You kinda just sit there and let him do what he wanted. Timed out.
Special match. Now, find a new rival.
Hey, what's up, Ava? What's good? Not, me, I'm not feeling so good today. Uh-oh, wrong button. It's going okay. I'm just trying to stay in the game. Hopefully something will come my way soon. Yes, I'll check it out. I'll check it out.
No problems. Got to press on.
Final round. Fight.
Got you!
Oh no. Nice.
Cammy wins. comes a new challenger.
Poison's on the menu.
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round one. Fight.
Futile attempt! The deed is done, master.
Round two. Fight.
I wouldn't move if I were you.
Aki wins. A new warrior has entered the ring! Round one. Fight! Round two. Fight! Ryu wins! Round one. Fight! Round 2. Fight. Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken!
Got you!
Hold still now. Here, there, then here, and there.
My magnum opus!
KO! Aki wins! Round 1. Fight! Hadouken! Hadouken! Opening! Hadouken! Right there! Opening! Warrior! Right there! Round 2. Fight! Opening! Hadouken! Hadouken!
Got you!
Right there! Final round. Fight! Hadouken! Opening! Right there! Opening! No! Hadouken! 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 Hadouken!
Got you!
Right there! Hadouken! No escape! Shit! Ryu wins! Here comes a new challenger.
Nowhere to run. Time to erase.
Round 1. Fight!
it more.
Round 2. Fight.
Is my poison kicking in?
Final round. Fight.
That felt good, didn't it? What a waste of time.
Aki wins. Now, find a new rival. Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight. Elena wins. Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight.
Let's do now. Here, there, then here, and there. My magnum opus!
Yo, what's up, Bomb? Good morning, good morning. Hold up, I gotta, appreciate the like. Appreciate you tuning in. These matches have you should see if who wants to tune into the stream, brother. Let's talk about the people that are scrolling. Yeah, the people that you usually play on, like, ranked and fighting games have no real interest in checking you out. Unless you're, like, known in the FGC for being, like, a tournament player or a good tournament player. FCG is kind of... The fighting game community is kind of weird in that way. Excuse me. What am I doing here? Okay. Sorry, I'm not doing it right now. I'm looking into something. Trying to figure something out. He said, okay, okay, okay. My bad, brother. Still looking into something right quick. Sorry about the wait, fellas. Alright. Alright, we back. Let's go.
comes a new challenger. Round one. Fight.
Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Wait. Gotcha. My turn. Stay down. Here's my part.
Round two. Fight.
Stay down. My turn. Stay down.
My man said, yeah.
Stay down. Stay down.
You're just gonna keep doing it until. Okay. Oh,
Floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee.
Final round. Fight.
let's get in there. Oh no. I fumbled the bag on that one.
Mine wins. Round one. Fight.
Stay down. Distracted much?
I don't understand. That's a big no-no.
Round two. Fight.
Hold still now. Here, there, then here, and there. My magnum opus!
KO. Aki wins. Round one. Fight.
I dropped the ball on that one. She dropped the ball on that.
Round two. Fight.
Stay down.
That worked. Not bad. Hey, I appreciate that. What's that? Milking the Madness? Thank you.
Stay down. Locked in. Stay up. Gotcha. My turn.
No. Okay, I thought you were gonna do that medium kick.
Stay down.
Probably remember me as Hunger Wolf. What is up, man? Long time. Long time no see, Hungry Wolf.
Increase the dosage to a fatal degree. Farewell.
You did a full rebrand? Me too. As you see, I'm a depressed man in his 30s with a sock puppet as his avatar.
Here comes a new challenger.
Am I even subscribed to you? Let me go to your channel right quick. Give smile.
Show me a round one.
Make sure I'm subscribed. You got 858 subscribers? I wish I had that. Oh lord. Trying to get up to that 1,000 myself. I've been nailing them with them
Here's my
heavy kicks. Ooh. You try to hit me with that little stanky Zangief tech. Oh no. Die, Zangief. No. Said nothing wrong with that. Just stopping. I stopped doing fighting game content, and I've realized I love doing research on people, especially degenerates on the internet. Hell, I'm in your chat while editing a documentary. Hey, I edit too. I can help you edit from time to time, and I understand that doing solely fighting game content really isn't the wave. I mean, you can build up a following on it, but it just kind of takes forever. I got played.
Zongiak wins. Round one. Fight.
Oh no. Oh no. Scoopy whoopies.
Round 2. Fight.
The only way to be successful in FGC and doing content on it is either doing long form videos talking about the genre or being well known in the tournament scene and trashing and translating it into viewers. It paints a person into a fucked up corner. That is true. That is true, brother. That is very true. When I looked at your channel just a second ago, you look like you could be. You know who Technicals is, bro?
Here comes a new challenger.
You look like you could be like Technicals, bro.
Ready?
Who knows? Maybe one day when you get up there in the near future, you be making a video with Technicals. Oh, I want to make you a mod to Hungry Wolf. As soon as Chun-Li stop kicking my ass.
Round 2. Fight.
You said, hell, I did a video about the about LTG and talked about my favorite genre in those videos, dragging him through the mud. So win-win. Yeah, LTG is he's still going. He got himself a nice little fan base on Twitch. Some of the stuff he said about people just shouldn't be said. Like when he was talking like that time, it was a long time ago, so maybe he should be forgiven for it. Maybe things change, but like I don't know. Most of his fans are trolls and a nice sub bot. So LCG got a whole bunch of sub bots. I did not know that. Hell, he's a deadbeat? Yeah. I got lost in the LTG lore there for a minute. And what was it? Apparently he has a kid that he hasn't claimed. This dude that just re-uploads his streams when he's like being really bad at fighting games. Did an interview with the girl that allegedly had a kid with him. And he refuses to take care of the kid, from what the video and sources say. And then he had like videos talking about how he like something about if a kid walked up to his door saying, "Hey, you my father," he was gonna pull a gun out on the kid and say, "Get off my porch." I was like, what? There's court records. Yeah, that is right, isn't it? My God. LTG's something else, man. He has the making to be like a very prominent individual in the scene that could be bringing positivity to it and all that, but he says the way he acts on stream and stuff is just him trolling, but you can tell that it's like hints of who he really is up in there. He couldn't own. He said he couldn't own a gun either way, since he has a DMV charge from the early 2000s. You really did your what it is research on that man. I think if he was just more humble, things would probably be a lot better for him. But he turned out not to be such a humble individual.
Now, find a new rival.
Yo, what's wrong with this Zangief?
Round one. Fight.
Yeah, I couldn't block that. Domestic violence against his previous ex and would never happen, since untreated ego can lead to some serious issues. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Oh man, his loyal fans.
No mercy, no remorse. Zongia wins. Round one. Fight. Fight!
Oh, Geef.
Wins! Round one. Fight! That with you I am almighty!
He does have his own fans. His smelly, smelly fans.
The sweet spot!
How did? Okay. You say he does have his smelly fans, but misfortune always has them bringing the worst of societies that hate women. Yeah, they do. They do a lot of that. Yeah, even allow racist views. The human condition is both fucked up but really interesting. Yes, that is true. Like he had a time where he was like being on like streams with Destiny and other like political streamers. I don't know if he ever got onto like a stream with Hassan, but like he dropped the ball on that one trying to ban evade instead of just relaxing. And then that's why his YouTube account got banned. And you know, just recently, either like I think middle or beginning of last year, his Twitch got unbanned. But he was on Rumble like every other grifter, talking about everybody how they doing them wrong and all that. Let's see. It said he threatened to sue YouTube, but the ban was legitimate, unlike his view count. True. Yo, but you can make money off view botting like that? Let's see. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Now I gotta change it on the Switch side to nope, wrong one. Oh, that's still the wrong one. There we go. He said, yeah, but the system catches wind of you of it, especially if it's high numbers. Yeah, he probably did go like super high on it. If the numbers are low, then it'll fly under the radar. Yeah, you could probably make a couple dollars from it. Turkey Tom made a video about that, man. I just wonder if the other people in the chat know about this man. Low tier god. What is this?
After Low Tier God got banned from YouTube on 20 December 2022, he went into hardcore denial about his ban from Twitch 4 months prior on 2 September. He was all of a sudden insisting that he was incorrectly banned for gifting 20 subs to streamer Kai Cenat. See, 3 days before that Twitch ban, he begged Kai to jump in a Discord call with him, only for Kai to expertly eschew him and dismiss his lust for clout. But something wasn't right about this. No one's ever been banned for gifting someone subs, and why would it take a professional streamer 4 months to realize that that was the reason he got banned? With Kai breaking the 300,000 sub record, Mr. Wilson doubled down on this narrative, even making a Rumble video about it. And there, trolls noticed something. He briefly flashed an extra receipt he hadn't shown elsewhere, and at the top of it was proof that he charged back the subs he gave to Kai on the day of his Twitch ban. This is strictly forbidden by Twitch terms, and as always, Mr. Wilson remains his greatest troll. You shouldn't have been such a cheapskate, old man. After Low Tier God got banned from YouTube on...
That man tried to get some notoriety from Kai Cenat. What is let's see. Look at this.
Kill yourself now. You should kill yourself now. And your life is for nothing. And you should take off. Kill yourself now. You should kill yourself now. And your life is for nothing. You should kill yourself now.
Heck no.
Hey, yo, what's up, bro? Hey, man, Willie Mack got the video.
No, look, a video uploaded 2 years ago. Not uploaded, but did for somebody. I wonder how he doing now. See, my son and I used to watch him for the memes, but after a lot of Evidence was released along with his ex was 17 when they were dating. He was in his 30s. Wow. And his current girlfriend in high school. What? I didn't know his current girlfriend's in high school. Lotre got on that Epstein files. He's Drake filled? Man. Look, I'm mixed, man. I'm black and white. Almost to the degree Drake is, but Drake is like Jewish and black. But I so hated that when Drake did all that, man. I was just like, we got J. Cole, we had Drake. Mixed people were doing good, we were doing fine, we had Logic. But then like Drake went in and it had to be Drake.
Suck, bro. Wow. Nope. Sorry. When I say
He said I'm mixed as well, but they did it. You are right, sir. You're right, sir. No saving him there, you right. I agree, brother.
Of course I'm a Scorpio. Why do you think I'm so fucking ambitious? You know what? I am slightly homophobic, Glitch Gray. Because for some reason, your mom... Round one. This dude does not know what he's doing. Don't random headbutt either.
Did he ever make it out of Platinum in Street Fighter 5? I think he did. I'm not sure. I think he made it to Diamond.
Round two. Fight. Damn, we just walking up sweeping. Fuck out of here, bro.
Tyr Gills is his name back then.
Suck. Not even waste meter. Sorry ass nigga. Trash.
I shall persevere. The curtain falls.
God, this Urian sucks.
He said I wouldn't know. I didn't watch his streams. Just this is how you don't play Street Fighter. True. True. This man was on TV, and that man was so happy. He was so happy when he was on TV.
Idiot.
But it just didn't work out for him.
I was kind of. This nigga sucks. Look at this idiot. You can just press him button.
It was what he's.
What are you doing?
He was on Challenger. And he got put out like the first what was it, the first week or first episode by Rob TV, and Rob TV goes to be a major part of the FGC, and he just goes.
This nigga suck, bro. I've never seen a nigga mash so many buttons in my life.
You lose.
This nigga just throwing out whipping from what the. I can't play niggas like this, man. Mike muted. Mods, take care of my chat for dumb niggas, please. You gotta be out of your mind.
Well, because everyone could see behind the mask the way that he acts on stream is the real deal, while how he acts on TV is the mask, which is very true. He would have you believe that this is a character and how he acts on TV and in person is the real Dale, but we know that it was clear to see because like some of the stuff that bothered him online should not have been bothering him as much as it did. But like he just like let it happen. Like all those reactions were straight up genuine.
Who is this? 50 Tyson?
He said 50 Tyson?
What'd she say? Erectile something?
You wanna say hi, Vega? Vega says hi, y'all.
I was punishable. I hate this too. I should have picked Miguel. I've hated this since Tekken 6.
What is he listening to?
My fang is dumb rusty right now.
He said nothing like being in dad mode. Hell, my son is about to be 14. I feel you. My stepson is 13. And your guess is as good as mine. True. Congratulations too, by the way.
What the was that? Did the nigga do a wake up ultra? Oh my god, hell no. Samurai, thank you. I got you. That's how you niggas get unbanned right there. You do your shit and put your YouTube link.
That's how you get unbanned. You do your stuff and put your YouTube link and give them money. You gotta give them money. It's just it seems like Low tier God got so much reward off this toxic behavior.
I'm about to body this nigga with Miguel. This nigga plays like a 2-year-old. This nigga's trash in Tekken.
Oh my.
I've never seen. Matter of fact, this reminds me of dumbass scrubs in rank playing with the robot. I'm about to wipe the floor with this nigga.
This nigga sucks in Tekken. That's prime proof. He kept doing the same shit when all I do was block low. You'd expect niggas to do the same strings over and over again.
Yeah.
You're done. Run my shit back. Skip your turn, nigga. It's over for this dude. Why did we waste our time? This nigga's garbage in Tekken. Dead ass he is.
I shouldn't even have lost to that. That nigga was trash. This nigga said he knew how to play Tekken. It's over. That had to be one of the most scrubbiest displays I've ever seen of a nigga even attempting to try to play Tekken. I don't care when you got the game, nigga, you're trash. You kept doing the same shit. I thought you were gonna be good in Tekken, you're not. It's all good though. I'm not worried at all. You're playing like that, you're going to lose. This nigga was playing Tekken like a 2-year-old. Yeah, it's like I was looking at it like, is he really gonna do this?
Low tier God brings shame to Miguel as a character. Not even to say, not even as a skill wise, it's just the way he is. Miguel's all noble, fighting for a noble cause in his backstory. And then you got somebody like Low tier God playing him in Tekken 7.
What are you gonna do? A wake up ultra or something? This ain't Smash, nigga. Let's go.
What does Smash have to do with Tekken? He got a lot of views, but in turn, it turned him into a locale. True. And trying to hide things and trying to hide things no one knew about him causing a
Nigga, what are you doing?
Streisand effect. That is also true. Sometimes if you have like low to God, if you have things that you don't want people to know, it's like it's best not to even draw like negative attention to yourself like that, or try to hide it, or try to be like denying something that's
I'm not
nobody even
fine.
talked
This nigga's
about yet.
trash. Stick to Smash, my nigga. This is too much.
Like he was talking about the kid thing before people started looking into it, and then that caused people to look more into it, and then they end up finding out all that information.
What a scrub. This nigga sucks. After this, I swear to God, I will never play you in Tekken again. You have to be the worst nigga to touch the sticks. What the are you doing, dude?
Yes, sir. Classic start. You right about that.
Wow, the nigga just woke up with it. No combo.
He talking about the other person mashing. Look at him. He whipped like what, 2 jabs back to back?
Yeah, I'm saying this is exactly how you used her. Back when Tekken 6 existed.
Somebody said in his chat, Sub-Zero Spark said, I'm starting to smell a G-Tab. Get that ass banned.
Skip your turn again. That's what I'm saying. This nigga's a.
Also, have you ever thought about doing a series talking about fighting games and using that model? I have a little bit. I probably should, shouldn't it?
Look how garbage this nigga plays. It's not about the grabs. Look at this nigga. Mods ban Kev. I can't take this dude serious. I swear to God, I'm not playing this nigga serious at all.
I'm saying this nigga. I'm telling you, he played the robot 20 times worse than you did in Tekken 6. This nigga's a moron, man. Your dad needs help, nigga. What the you doing watching my stream if your dad needs help? It's 10 o'clock at night, nigga. What the your dad need help with?
Getting blown? Forgot to take out the trash, nigga. You're garbage. You're garbage.
No, Dale.
Whack ass nigga.
No.
This nigga plays.
Start running a script and create the series.
You wouldn't expect. That's
Hey, I need like when you have some free time, I kind of need to be guided on how to do the script because I don't necessarily know how to write a script.
When I play these games, you gotta help your dad.
Like, is there a way that you format it?
Dad at 10 a.m. at night or 10 p.m.
Or do you just pick like a subject and then you just kind of go in depth on it for about a good 10-20 minutes, record the audio, edit around it, and all that? I could use some pointers on that. I'm pretty decent at video editing, but as for like scripting, pretty bad. And when he's saying rocks, he is definitely not meaning me. I'm Kick Rox, R-O-X-S. Like Roxas from Kingdom Heart. Oh boy. He lost the start. Nope, he losing. How's he gonna feel about that? If you want, I can jump into a chat. Yeah, we can hop into a Discord call. If you're still in my Discord thing, let me know. I actually put in my Discord into chat.
Oh God. Fuck you playing with Mario for in 2019? Fucking sorry ass boring.
Oh, you're in a call?
I'm kicking this dude out of my room. You niggas are boring. Why are you playing Mario in
Alright.
2019? That's so boring. Get some swag in your life, you whack ass wearing 5'11" ass jean niggas. Get the out of here, man. Hold on, not even 501s. You niggas still wear Levi's 501s. That shit was so boring.
Let me pull up, say something. How do I do this? Do like the countdown, cause I know when I did it on the TikTok with my nephew, I had to plug in the Discord audio solo. So I know. All right, let me. Let's see, cause I'm using Nailed Studio now. Can I just add? It's simple, but then again, it's really convoluted. Not convoluted, but like it's things are labeled weirdly. I don't need this one. Select device. I can just go to process. Yeah, it's been minutes. I was been working on trying to get something done with this. Excuse me, I'm still trying to figure this out. Yeah, if you're tuned into the stream, you should be able to load it up. Let me know if you can hear yourself when you talk. I don't think the delay is that bad. You can hear the little squeaky puppet, but you can't hear yourself. How do you usually add in an audio source? Do I have to do a whole nother window capture? Let's see. Alright, we'll do it that way. And display capture. Alright, so I got that up. Hey, I'm wearing a Ice Cube shirt. Hold up. Wait. Let's get you full screen. It says full screen as it goes. Sources. Okay, add audio track for it. Say
Yep,
some.
that'll do it. Something.
Okay,
Let's see what happens.
you should be they should be able to hear you now. Let me go over here to the YouTube side and do the same thing.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Yeah, Mail Studio is super simple but also complicated.
Okay, so I guess this is also a learning thing for you and also a learning thing for the chat if they're interested in wanting to actually set up a script. When it comes to scripting, you want to actually find your subject of what you want to focus on. A lot of the times people will actually focus on a particular thing, but they won't want to go in depth with it. So the majority of the time you have to create, just like when it comes to creating a storyboard, like when you used to do a lot of your shorts and everything right there, where it was just you doing a lot of like comedy for it.
Mhm.
That's where a lot of people actually get their ideas from. So they create, of course, the starting, then the rising, climax, and then of course falling action. For me, what I normally do is I focus on, of course, my introductions, what people are actually going to be looking on, create like a hook that people might actually enjoy. Now, a lot of the times with it, when you create that hook, especially for YouTube, the major thing is you want to draw the attention as quickly as possible. If you can go into one of my videos and then it'll show you what I mean by that. So I'll start with like a beginning where I begin like with a joke or something right there where I may question certain things.
Yeah.
And then what I'll do is, here's where it gets really fun. I would actually then move on to something that brings up the person that I'm actually talking about or the topic that I'm talking about. Like for me, when it came to my Low Tier God video, the biggest thing that I worked on was, okay, so let me first bring up some really key big moments in fighting games. Of course, a lot of Evo victories, everything right there. That made people interested. Then what I did was I focused on fighting games. Now, I talked about my love for it, how it grew into something that still is a loved hobby. Hell, one of my favorite.
It's definitely hard to get that fighting game like serum out of your blood when it's there.
I already know. But the thing is, though, then I moved on from fighting games onto Low Tier God, where I pretty much... So I brought up the rising action. Then I kept rising it even more. Start talking into him as a whole. Then go to the climax. Bring up a lot of his controversies and the problems that stem from it. And then the falling action, which talks about, hey, he doesn't represent us as a whole when it comes to fighting games. Fighting games is actually about love, competition, and a lot of trash talking, not what he's doing as a whole. True. And then end the video. So I create like key points that I want to talk about, and then of course bringing up how I want to do it. Put your own brand of humor into it. And the one thing I always tell people, don't create a character, because you want it to be as authentic as possible. You want people to know this is who I am as a whole. A lot of my videos, unfortunately, I have to wear sunglasses during a lot of my videos, because the problem with me not wearing sunglasses, and a lot of people probably don't recognize it, is I have to read off a script. I have to read off quintessentially a teleprompter. So if if I don't have that teleprompter, they'll see my eyes dragging across reading from the script. So
what about the I didn't mean to interrupt you, but what about the was that NVIDIA eye tracker that keeps your eyes on the camera while you look away?
I don't use that. So I keep my stuff as simple as possible. So I keep my teleprompter right under my camera. So I can still look like I'm looking at the camera, but I'm still reading off the script. But for you, since you have the hand puppet motif right there, it makes people you can switch between that and also fighting game content that you're actually talking about, which then draws eyes to, okay, this guy has a character that he personifies it, which then can also show a lot of things where people may not notice.
Right.
So you still have, so with the scripting process, it's tedious. Don't get me wrong. It's very tedious, but it also does allow that creativity to flow. Hell, I can bring up my, let me bring up one of my scripts. Let me see.
I kind of, I tried doing the script one time. I was doing one about K-Brad versus Wolfchrome. I still.
You were talking about one of my boys.
Mm-hmm.
Because I actually know K-Brad, so it's one of those things.
I definitely need to finish that video. That video was supposed to be finished back in May, but I never got back around to finishing it like I was supposed to.
I think you should actually fall in line with it, because it will draw some ideas. A lot of people, when they play fighting games and they do fighting game content, they usually just show regular gameplay rather than just talking about like what they're passionate about and what draws more eyes to the fighting game community. If people see fighting games, the majority of the times, unless it's a tournament, nobody's gonna watch it. Most gameplay video usually falls in line out of that, unless you're well known like Maximilian, who can do that, but he also talks about fighting games and talks about a lot of histories with it and talks about updates when it comes to fighting games. That's where it draws a lot of eyes, but a lot of people don't do that, which then causes them to get only low numbers.
Right.
So, like I said, I guess I'll bring up something that I wrote. Let me see. So, let me bring up one of my favorites. I did a video, my most recent video that I worked on. If you've seen, it has over 34K views. So this is about a lolcow that I did a video on. Pretty much I talked about the lolcow's entire family as well. So Donald Fitzgerald Slidell, Ezekiel Mordecai Fusario, Ezekiel Mordecai 38, Mordecai 242, and probably a few names he forgot he made up during his third Red Bull fueled breakdown. He runs a financial service company out of their apartment, which is code for I'm disabled, unmedicated, and just got another tugboat check. So as you can see, I utilize my own sense of humor, which is kind of fucked because it relies on more insults than anything. Where I got this sense of humor was doing my own stand-up when I would go to open mic nights. So
I didn't know you went to open mic nights. Congratulations. I hope that worked out.
It's something that I refuse to do a lot now, because the last thing I need is my mother to walk in there, because I talk more about my childhood when it comes to it. And growing up in a very, very strict African mother's household is tough. So I would do a lot of African accents, which my mother hates when I do it because she has a very, very thick African accent.
I can definitely understand that.
So one of the things my mother would say to me, And this is where writing a script is akin to writing up like a stand-up script. A lot of people come to the idea where it's like, for me, I say, if you've ever questioned morality, then if you never grew up questioning your own morality, then you've never grew up in a strict household. If you've never questioned the concept of morality while also contemplating murder, you never grew up in an African household.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So I started that. Then I decided, wait, I can turn, because you remember I used to do a lot of fighting game stuff.
Yeah.
I would stream fighting games and everything right there, which is something that I still love doing. Again, I still play fighting games from time to time, but it's not something that I want to talk about on a daily basis, because I realized I painted myself into a niche that cannot, and I spread myself so thin. The problem I had with fighting games was when I would stream on Twitch was if I wasn't playing a fighting game, the views wouldn't come in.
Yeah, I've seen that with a lot of creators. Like see, Sonic Soul has that issue. Who else? I see somebody else that like
Chris G.
Yeah, like they have like Chris G. I've seen that. He'll be playing. Let's say a game like Expedition 33 that just came out. He'll be playing that. He'll have like 20, 30 views, but when he's playing fighting games, he'll have like 200, sometimes 500 people just sitting there watching.
You paint yourself into a corner. So the biggest thing that I normally would tell people if they feel like they've painted themselves into a corner is rebrand. Rebranding will help you because it'll help you start with what you need to do. Hell, like I said, the puppet motif works for you because what it does is you create a brand new idea for yourself, and then you create a character. Still make it base it off your sense of humor and who you are as a person, and then what you do is write a script of something you're passionate about. Like for me, I love talking about locales. Hell, I plan on starting a second channel, which is going to be and this is as shameless as possible, is going to be SlotTube. Pretty much a reaction channel where I show my wife locales. And let's just say like this, the kind of content that I do I warned my therapist around this. I said, I want to let you know this because I started going back to therapy. And I stated to my therapist, with the stuff that I talk about on my YouTube channel, you may want to invest in your own therapist.
Right.
So prepare yourself for that. And luckily, she did that. Because she says, I go to therapy because the stuff that you tell me is stuff that I can't even believe until I do my own research on these people. And then I start questioning my own sense of morality. So,
right.
So I'm dragging my wife into that uncaring void and seeing what will come from it.
I definitely, yeah, most def.
So,
I wanted to show you. Yeah. Let me see if I can do screen share. I wanted to show you this thing. I was going to do a whole different channel called Deep Static, but I can if you think this is good. You can I can just rebrand it into the Kick Rocks.
Ooh, I like this. I like this idea.
So this
I like the static idea. I like the puppet motif as well, but I like that look.
Can you hear that?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
In the FGC of old, before the smothering hand of esports gripped tightly around our necks, players felt free to be themselves. They came as they were, ready to express themselves in the heart of competition. Friendships were built through footsies, frame traps, and meaties, constructing bonds that would last a lifetime. As bonds were forged, rivalries were born. East Coast versus the West Coast, or whoever happened to money match Pork Chop in a major. In this video, I want to take a look at one of my favorite FGC rivalries. rivalries from back in the Street Fighter V era. It's a rivalry that expands across multiple tournaments, leaving commentators, spectators, and competitors in shock
You need to
from
finish
watching
this
both
video.
players show off their skill
Yeah,
and
dude.
determination to
You
prove
need to
the
finish this
onlookers
video.
who was the best between them. This is the story of K-Brad versus Wolfchrome.
Yeah, we here to talk about the frauds out here.
You wanted to call out some names. I should have verified the
I'm
list
an editor,
first.
man.
Wolf?
You can't say that about Crone.
What are your thoughts on that?
Who gives a fuck?
Ooh, wait a minute. How many seconds was that in?
How many seconds is that? That's at a minute and 17.
Okay, that's another thing. Here's how the algorithm works. If you do it if you hear any cursing under a minute, YouTube will automatically age restrict your video.
So I'm gonna have to bleep that.
I would recommend it within the first minute, but if you have any cursing in the first minute, but after that minute, then you're free to do what you want to.
Well, technically, it hits at like a minute 17 seconds.
Okay, then you're good. If you want, I can provide your chat with. I can provide your viewers with a little sneak peek of what I'm working.
Most def.
All right.
But you said you know K-Brad. I got an interview with somebody I know, and I was doing it like talking based on interviews and stuff like that. I'm not gonna like waste your time with the whole thing, but kind of want to show you the end part because I enjoyed the end part that was supposed to be going on to the next scene.
And I had to take my shirt off. That was pure unadulterated bus ass right there. What is happening? Now it's gonna take it. Wolfchrome. Oh! Disrespect! He washed his hands of that man and told him to go home.
Forget everything you think you know about today's CEO 2015 entrance, a Stone Cold Steve Austin impersonation, complete with a stunner on the announcer, solidified his status as both a formidable opponent and a beloved figure. He wasn't just someone you wanted to beat; he was someone you wanted
And
to.
then had an interview with somebody I know called Soul Robber.
Was definitely known for. At first, he was kind of like the underdog. I do remember? I don't know if it was maybe 2014 or 2015. Where he beat Infiltrate.
So that's like the beginning part, and then I think this part is where it goes into the next part of the video that, like, if you're interested, I could do an interview with you on, and you know, finish the video.
At that time,
get ready.
But it's just kind of like the energy that he kind of brings out. He was kind of the villain at that time.
Well, I wouldn't want to do it because the last thing I would want is. Last thing I want to do, because it's been years since I've.
I can respect that. I know what you mean. You don't even gotta say it.
But I think you really need to release this video. You need to release it. You need to finish it and release it, because you have a really good scripting. Were you feeling self-conscious when it came to scripting, or with the video itself?
Okay, self-conscious about scripting, my voice, and all that, because what I would do is I would write out a script in my plain basic talking, non-descriptive ass talking, and then plug it into AI and tell it to make it sound a little bit better, into ChatGPT, so therefore it's a mixture of AI and me.
I would recommend the only time you should ever use AI when it comes to scripting is if you want to proofread it. And this is my personal stance on it. A lot of people, when it comes to scripting, I guess when it comes to ChatGPT, what people can take from the scripting, and this is coming from someone who's taken creative writing. I was in creative writing back in high school and as an elective in university.
Oh, amazing.
The one thing that I tell people, this is before the advent of AI, you wanted to represent yourself as a person.
Mm-hmm.
And I would recommend talk how you would actually speak, but also write it in a way that sounds formal enough that people can actually get into it. people want the authenticity, but they also want to be able to know what they're getting into.
Right.
Another thing is with ChatGPT, and I feel for people who uses ChatGPT. I don't use it, but a lot of people, when it comes to it, it can also get their voices who doesn't know how to put it into words. So I guess that would fall in line for you right there.
Mm-hmm. Because I'll hear my voice over recording, and then I realize I say some of the same words, and like and yeah, this, that, and this, that, then that happened, then that happened, then that happened. And I was like, I need to be able to say more than just and, then, and other basic words trying to move the point along.
You can, what I would recommend with you, if you are planning on using AI for your script, just have it proofread it and have it develop ways of saying this without going with or and. For me, I have a really bad stutter. So a lot of the times in my videos, what I'll do is I'll write my script and I will do thousands of takes. With this most recent video that I worked on, it took me roughly around 3 hours to actually finish reading the script and everything right there. The biggest issue with the scripting though, and with reading the script, is after I did all the cutting, and you'll see after I was done, I was hoping for at least about 10 minutes. In turn, it came out with about 32 minutes of content of raw footage after I was done, and I said, fuck, this is going to turn into a full documentary. But what I would state is, I would recommend you finishing this video. This is a well done edit.
Check out this part that's going into the next part. I'm kind of proud of it because I got it off. You can get really good sounds and effects off Emotion Array if you pay for the subscription. So that's where this song came from.
Two Titans. Get ready.
That's coming up.
We're about to find out.
Ooh. You would want to put the link of it as well. So then I like this. Oh, that is phenomenal editing. I love that. That is phenomenal. What I recommend as well, link the video. Link the music that you got it from, and that you've also paid for the licensing.
Mm-hmm.
So then YouTube doesn't say, okay, you need to give this person your money.
Well, we have Young Bum in the chat said, "What's happening right now? I'm taking notes. I just hit Milk with the wild sub. What is up with the sub? Hey, we appreciate that. Thank you, Young Bum.
Hey,
appreciate you.
Hey, I appreciate it, Young Bum. The thing is, I was talking about scripting and how the best way to write a script. It really does help with it. Like I said, just like with writing a story, your script is your story, and what you're actually detailing everything right there. So what you'll do is you want to do the quintessential beginning, rising action, climax, and then falling action, and then conclusion. So what you have right there from what you've actually showed me, you created, of course, your intro, your rising action. You have a climax within it, and then you create your falling action, and then your conclusion. I think you need to finish it. Finish the video. Because
I need to start listening to my wife more. My wife has been telling me, you need to finish that video. You told me you're going to finish that video. You need to finish. She's been telling me that so much, and I just...
think this is coming from someone who's already in. So I'm telling you like it is. Finish the video. I'm in the partner program. I literally joined the partner program just last Saturday.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
So what I think you need to do is you need to actually finish it. your wife is right about that. This is coming from someone whose younger brother is monetized right now, has over 23,000 subs.
Wow.
And he told me you can articulate yourself in a way that most people probably wouldn't be able to do. Hell, if I really wanted to, I can eviscerate someone with my vernacular. But instead of me turning that towards people with my general anger, what I do is I put it out into words that people can actually enjoy. Mm-hmm. So what I think you can do is, I think you should create what I think you should do, because this is an interesting niche right here. You should talk about FGC beefs and create scripts about it and why, detail everything about it, including showing matches, and then talk about how it was quintessentially a chess game in between it, or how you would word it.
Right.
I think you would hit a niche that most people would not even have known about.
As I've been keeping up with, I still keep up with the FGC, mostly through Ernesto Buttoncheck, and like a lot of people want beef sets, like the old school like beef sets, like I got something to prove against you matches to come back, because they feel like everything's so esports now, and like people won't play unless you're dropping 10K, like what Knuckle do and was it Mena RD and stuff like that. People just want to be able to go to, like, because when we think about it, I hate to get off topic, when people would go to tournaments back in the day, they would go for the tournament play, and then they also had the salty suite, and then they also could just be walking around and hear people screaming and getting hype over this just random beef set, and end up being a part of FGC history just by showing up to a tournament. Now you you don't even get that. You don't even get an option to be a part of history anymore because nobody wants to run it.
Exactly. What I think you should do is you should document that history. I think you have something here. You have a niche that nobody talks about. Or if they do, it's at that moment. But why not have a documentary and actually talk about it?
That's true.
There's a niche that's untapped right there. And guess what? There's still beefs going on. People still talk about it, but it's always at that moment. But nobody documents what happened and the intricacies that was going through that person's mindset when it was happening at that moment.
Most definitely. And I got I'm definitely gonna have to work on that, because I got the footage from their interactions that led up to that. Not necessarily the Twitter things, but I got the full part on that Capcom Pro Talk where Mike Ross was talking with him, which is like kind of started off. And from the research I did, it kind of also started with Wolfcrum talking about Justin Wong there for a second, and like people said that he was a good player, but he was just like, let's say they would be like, he was in a tournament, and if he wasn't feeling it, he would sign up for it and just not go. He would just DQ himself and go to the tournament he cared about, or something like that.
Exactly. And you have this information. I think you have something here that, again, an untapped market. This will help you grow your channel, because a lot of people forget the history of fighting games. A lot of people know about fighting games when it comes to, of course, the genre itself, but nobody knows about the community history. And that's what people need. It's necessary to know where the FGC and esports come from, rather than just know about the actual fighting games itself.
That's true. Because I mostly know about Street Fighter, and now I'm kind of interested to see what kind of beef sets were going on in like Tekken. Mortal Kombat has to have a lot of beef sets because they got Grimy and MK. Smash probably has some there.
Oh, there's plenty of beefs when it comes to Smash. Hell, if you want, you can also drop a video, and this is just my stance on it. There's already a video that talks about the odor when it comes to the Smash community. Hell, my son, he keeps me in the know about, because I have buddies as well, and my son also has buddies that also play Smash competitively, and he tells me about the odors there as well. So I think you can also drop like a comedic video about that.
Bro, there was a I don't even know if I had the video. I had went to final round one year, and they had Smash ducked off in a room by itself, right? And then I was under, like, I had the conspiracy theories like shooting off in my brain. I was like, they got to have got, like, they put these boys into a hot room knowing that they stink. They don't turn on the AC, and I was like, they're doing this on purpose. Like, it could be like, is it a conspiracy? Is it not? I don't know.
Hey, I think you have something here. You have a niche, and I think your wife is 100% right on it.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to start listening to her more and stop getting in my own way.
Like I said, the self-consciousness, I can tell you, I was there. Prior to me restarting and rebranding, I would say roughly around 2, 3, 4 months ago.
I hear you, Young Bum. Young Bum said, hey, I'm wearing Gucci Guilty.
Hey, I think there are plenty of beefs in the Guilty Gear scene that nobody talks about. I think that should be actually documented. You would be, you know what you're, and I already have a motif of what you can go for, and I think you like this. The Museum of FGC Beefs.
That could be the name of the series. I never thought about it like that.
Well, I think that should be the branding of it, but FGC, you should put FGC Beef Museum, but you label it as the Museum of FGC Beefs. So then people can actually know about certain beefs when it comes to the FGC.
It also makes my, like, editor brain think of some creative edits, like a little tour through, like, museums of, like, people, events on the wall as you just slowly going towards whatever topic that's going to be talked about in the video today.
Bingo.
Kind of like Matt Muscles when he does his videos on video games and their development cycle.
What happened?
Yep, and then you kind of go through the little hallway of everybody and game developers and all that.
Yeah, you focus on the creativity aspect. You want to draw inspiration from things. Hell, when it comes to it, my vernacular, and this is coming from someone who's always been an studious person, but when I was younger, one of my biggest inspirations that helped me improve on my scripting was watching TJ Kirk, The Amazing Atheist.
Mm-hmm.
I focused on watching his scripting because I've always spoken like him, but I could never figure out what can I talk about that I can be as vicious as I want, but talk about something that allows me to be vicious. I couldn't do that with fighting games. And that's the worst part about it. So I decided to rebrand into talking locales. And the best part about locales are there's never a content ceiling.
Most definitely. There's constantly something feeding the pipeline.
Oh, exactly. And with fighting game beefs, there's always a pipeline. There's never a ceiling. With what my brother talks about, and he recognizes it himself. And this is when it comes to scripting. This comes with, of course, generating content itself.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing that a lot of people fail is that talking about particular genres, let's say about my younger brother, he talks about alt music and punk and emo music and, of course, pop punk. The thing is, he realizes there's a ceiling for that.
Mm-hmm.
So with you, because you can talk about FGC beefs and the history behind it. Guess what? There's hundreds of thousands of beefs that happened throughout the years. And guess what? You can also do research about that beef. Hell, you can even talk about unknown beefs that a lot of people didn't know about. And you can also turn that into content and document it, because a lot of people would love to tell their story about their beefs with maybe a top member of the FGC. Maybe it could be a local beef that nobody knew about.
My anxiety that comes with that, though, is like, what if you get something wrong?
You always get the documentation. Remember, there's the truth, there's his truth, their truth, and then the actual truth. And you want to document both sides with it. And I think with what you have there, you can definitely do that in a way that... And guess what? Post-editing, guess what you can do? Mm-hmm. You can always mention, hey, I realized that there was something that I misspoke about. Here's the actual truth.
True. You most definitely can do that.
Hell, one of my last video, again, I'm going back into my old content. What I did was, I talked about Tofia Chu's brother. That is a locale that I talked. Her brother.
Is that that TikTok woman?
Yes.
And yeah, I watched Tom Dark made a video about them.
Now the thing is, I did a video about it, and I thought her brother was just a normal guy that just was smelly. During the editing process, I realized more stuff came out. He had an obsession with Bluey. He was flirting with an underage girl. He, on the back of his car, he wrote "Free Diddy."
I need sound effects to go like drop the bomb. Douche, Free Diddy, douche.
So I realized there's something else I need to add on to here that people would still want to know, or I'm going to get dragged through the comments. Yeah. So what I did was I recorded something and it was in my editing clothes. I was wearing just a jacket, my regular prescription glasses, and just a regular t-shirt. And I fixed it and then added a post-edit scene indicating this is future milking the madness. In this part isn't going to be scripted. There's a lot of stuff that I found out afterward that makes him similar to his family, and I mentioned everything right there. And then I added, now back to your scheduled broadcast. Right. And then of course continued with the video. So don't allow that anxiety to take over. Trust me. My anxiety was killing me when it came to me writing the script, talking about it, and everything right there. But let me tell you something. This comes from a former shipmate of mine from when I was in the Navy. The only things you regret are things you don't do.
Damn, that is true, isn't it?
Because the thing is, if you do something, guess what you have?
The thing
you have a story to tell.
Mm-hmm, true.
But if you don't do it, now it just leads to regret of things that you didn't do at that time.
And it sits with you.
Exactly. You start to quintessentially lament about experiences that you could have had, but instead it fell through.
Powerful statement, brother.
I'm 34 years old and questioning my life choices constantly.
Same.
So
I'm 1 year above you.
So, hell, and think about it. I started this channel literally when I was 33, and now I'm about to be monetized. So you have something here that you can actually do. Still, when I first started my channel, I was sitting at 22 subscribers. And now I'm sitting at over let me pull up my channel.
Last I saw, you were at 800 and something.
860 now.
Yeah.
So pretty much I'm 120 subscribers away from being fully monetized.
Shout out to everybody who's watching the stream right now. I'm talking with Milking the Madness about scripting. You should definitely go to his YouTube channel and give him a sub. Help him reach that goal.
Hell, I'm probably gonna do a call to action. But
Our boy Young Bum said yee yee.
So I think Young Bum, from what I'm seeing, I think he should follow through with creating a museum, an archive of fighting game beefs, because it would actually, one, it will help you grow your channel, because a lot of people don't talk about these. They'll probably do a one-off video, but they will never document the entire history of fighting game beefs. And what I think you should do, start with this one that you have right now in your trigger, in your chamber, and then what you should do is, and here's the best part, start with the very first fighting game beef.
That's something that definitely I don't even know what that is. Do you think I should because I have another YouTube channel called Deep Static. Should I post it to that one, or should I just keep everything under this Kick Rocks right now, and that just be a series that comes on the Kick Rocks Aaron TV YouTube channel, or Kick Rocks on our YouTube channel?
Which one do you feel more comfortable falling in line with? Because I feel like with Deep Static,
it would have to be its own thing.
It should be its own thing, because the last thing you want to do, and I've noticed this, if you start with a channel that's already established, has its established following, the problem is it may bleed subscribers. So what you want to do is you want to actually completely rebrand, start a brand new channel.
Well, I have
keep the Kick Rock stuff. Still keep the Kick Rock stuff, but what you should do is you should do it as a way where you interview people, and you should live stream the interviews, and then what you should do is use the VODs from those interviews to move it into Deep Static.
Interesting. That sounds like a plan. Because like I said, I have the Deep Static YouTube channel created and already branded for the guy in the suit with the TV head and everything. I already have that together. I just gotta finish the video and post it on there, and then put it out there for the masses and promote it.
Yeah, I think you should. What I think you should do is definitely do that, and pretty much just build off of it. Like I said, use Kick Rocks as a way that you can be able to use for your interviews. Keep the VODs on there. So if there's certain parts of the interview that drags, people can say, hey, I want to get full context of that interview. You can say, check out my Kick Rocks. Check out my other channel, Kick Rocks, where it has the full VODs to that interview. So then you generate two revenue streams when it comes to channels.
Mm-hmm.
So then you have people that can follow this channel for live streams when it comes to interviews, but then you have your scripted content on the Deep Static.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And definitely sounds definitely feel like I need to get back to that, get that done.
I think you should knock it out. You should knock it out and gauge what I now. Here's a fun thing about the algorithm. When you post a video, I don't post it anywhere else. I just post a video. Let the algorithm work its magic.
You use hashtags?
I use hashtags, yes, but I don't post it anywhere else. When I do post about the video, I just put the thumbnail and I say, hey, if you're interested in watching the video that I just posted, post a link to the channel itself rather than the actual video. Because what it does is when you share the link, what it does is it pretty much counts as an impression. So anyone who sees the link, but they don't watch the video or they don't click on the link, it counts as an impression, which also affects your click-through rate.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I create my thumbnail. I have my brother makes my thumbnails. best $50 I've ever spent.
Yes, sir.
So I give him supplementary income while he also makes income off his YouTube channel. So he does really, really well with that. So he's my thumbnail editor and I do my own. I think, I'm planning on doing a Fiverr account myself. But what I recommend is build up your deep static stuff and then create the VODs. Do live streams of interviews about particular beefs of people that were there, because then you'll also be able to gather some intel and everything right there.
It's really hard to get people to come in and comment, because I was working with 801 Strider for a minute there, and I was editing his videos for him. And then when I asked him would he like to be interviewed about the K-Brad thing, he respectfully kind of said yeah, but like it was also like a decline because he never got around to it, and I didn't really push him on it because I kind of got the energy from it that he didn't want to necessarily do it.
If you can't get that, what I would recommend, let's say if you can't record the interview, what you can do is you can do a text style interview. And then you read what the interview actually stated right there. So you have more push for the interview itself.
True.
Therefore, you still have your interview, but the difference is that you're able to actually, you'll be able to get the words themselves. You can also ask them, hey, I'm not going to record what we're talking about here, but I want to get your words into text so then I could read it and get your ideas of what your thoughts of that beef was.
True.
It's a win-win.
And then I guess like if the channel can ever build up some notoriety, then that's when people be more willing to speak their side of it, of whatever topic I'm talking about on the video. That's just the hard thing about being a creator. When you're first starting off, it's kind of hard for people to give you that time of day.
Hey, if it falls through, then guess what? You move forward.
And that's true.
Plus, why make someone else rich when you can make yourself rich?
Also true. Also very true.
So I think you have something here, and I think you should build off of it. You have a lot of people already talking about fighting games and new fighting game releases and the technical aspects and everything right there, but you get few and far between people who talk about the beefs and the history behind the beefs. Hell, and if you want, what I recommend also, if you can get into aspects of it, I think you should also, if you can talk to someone who is a licensed therapist, I think you should also include them into your video so then you could be able to actually gauge the psychology behind it or the theoretical psychology behind it as well.
That sounds interesting. Reminds me of this YouTuber that's a psychiatrist that does the psychology of some of the Invincible characters, Conquest, Mark, and Cecil. It was a very interesting watch.
Yeah. So I think you should network with people about it. Hell, I think it would actually generate a lot of traction.
True. Well, I appreciate your time, brother. I'm pretty sure you gotta get back to finishing what you're working on.
If you want, let me show the people what I've been working on.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
All right, let me do this right here. This is just a sneak preview of what I've been working on. So the viewers can see it themselves. You'd have to click on it.
All right. Let's see. Watch stream. Oh, you using Adobe, brother?
Oh yeah, best $260 I've spent.
That's a month, though, isn't it?
Oh no, I paid for the year. Fuck that. But yeah, here it is right here. Let me see if my... Now, no man is an island, especially when that man is a black hole of needs. Let's meet the supporting cast of enablers and fellow degenerates.
Above his head, and I don't know why. But even then, there's no line.
I hope you got the reference. The father, the myth, the legend of long suffering, born in '69. Nice. An alumnus of the same school as Josh, but unlike his spawn, Clint actually, did things with his life. He's Josh's first and last resort when shit inevitably hits the fan, which is always.
If you don't watch it, you're gonna end up like Clint's boy. Deal me out this hand, Clint. I'm about to bust. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was the bathroom. Oh, good lord. Hold on a second.
So, yep, that's what I've been working on. And I have, I think, like 30 minutes left I have 30 minutes left, including clips and everything right there. But as you can see, I took time and effort. So, and you see how my scripting process is.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
So yeah, I think you have something right there. As crazy as it is, hell, you can even what I think you should do is also, if you want, you can even tell people, you can use this VOD as a way to gauge how you can approach your scripting process as well.
True.
And I think that's how it should be approached. It'll help you when it comes to it as well. And I think your wife has something right there as well when she was telling you to finish it. I think you should get on it.
Well, most definitely will. Definitely gonna go give her a hug after this one.
But it was a pleasure for me to actually talk about the scripting process, also helping you bounce ideas around. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your stream. To Kick Rocks, to the community of Kick Rocks, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'm out. I gotta get back to editing my video. Oh, I got dishes to do. My wife will kill me if I don't do them. But
I understand.
But before I go, I want to show you my weapon of choice fighting games. Because in between me scripting, I built my weapon of choice.
Nice.
Oh, but wait, there's more.
That's the Afro Samurai.
Bottom plexi.
It's a god tier arcade stick, brother.
Mm-hmm.
For my birthday, my wife gave me the Victrix hitbox with the swappable buttons.
Yep, I think what you should do is definitely build off of this and build off that video and create a niche series that a lot of people will be interested in.
Yes, sir. Definitely feeling more motivated now to get that done.
But you have a good one, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, brother.
I'm out.
All right, brother. You take it easy. All right. Let's adjust some things. So, when I loaded up the stream today, I didn't expect the stream to go the way it did. But I am happy that it did. It turned out to be a really interesting stream. But I'm gonna call it right there for today. Make sure you subscribe, follow if you're on Twitch, drop some likes, and make sure you go check out Milking the Madness on YouTube. He's so close to 1,000 subs. Let's see if we can get him there, and make sure you tell him I sent you. You know, and drop some likes and some comments, and help our brother out in with the algorithm. I'll probably be back later on today, but thank y'all for tuning in, and I am out. Thank y'all very much.